twisting, turning. That's a penalty, is it? No, he's still going. Oh, how about that? How about that?
Two friends, two minds, and one love for Arsenal Football Club. You are now listening to the Caught in Two Minds podcast.
Meanwhile, Shelly weaves his way through.
We have a party. Everybody singing. Listen to the music on the radio.
That's your shit?
'Cause we have party. Hey, what's up?
Oh, man. Tremendous day. Big win on the road against a top 6 team.
I mean,
At Old Trout Mouth. We haven't won there in 14 years. You know?
I mean, for all the stat nerds out there, we'll be official. Okay, they're not a top 6 team right now.
Right.
But
Right.
I think you know what we're saying.
Right.
You know what we're saying.
Right. 1-0. Aubameyang with a penalty.
Earned
Hell
foul in the box.
Yeah, Pogba, don't even get me started on him. But hey, let's start with the lineup. Going into the game, what were your feelings? I think I tweeted mine, but what were your feelings?
Somebody tweeted my feelings just a minute ago. I told him I'd give him a shout out for sure. At Slick_726. He said it all.
He hit it on the head.
El Nini was a good choice over Xhaka.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I know you was going to love that.
Just going to say athletic reasons. You saw an energy. You saw a hustle out there. Hey, Xhaka gives you one thing. El Nini gives you something different. If I've got my choice, El Nini, I'll take him.
El Nini into the lineup. I thought we were going to come in based on the lineup I saw a little defensive, a little, park the bus. Let's keep it tight. Typical Arteta recently. And I was pleasantly surprised. We looked like we were the more dangerous team all first half. And El Nini is a big part of that. He looks to pass the ball forward. He did that today. He passed the ball forward. He looked like he belonged. And like you said, he's a better athlete than Xhaka. And you saw that late in the game, the stamina. He might not be quicker, but the stamina and the position, the going forward, everything, really. He played his heart out today.
Hey, and I will say, too, I do believe El Nini on the pitch allowed Partey to take an occasional run up the pitch.
Yes.
Or at least try to penetrate where he could release a good pass to somebody else, which Partey looked fabulous too. The way he kind of just, he did what we say Xhaka always does, is he received balls and switched it over to the other side with beautiful precision.
Always
dropping balls to guys in open positions all day long.
Always trying to pass forward.
Yes.
Always. Rarely did you see him look to turn, like even when you thought, man, he's gonna turn around and pass it beyond him. He did that little, I call it the African stanky leg. He kind of passed it forward still. Like you thought you thought he was gonna turn around and pass it back, but he passed it forward around the dude kind of.
With the big bender. Yeah.
Right. Real sick shit all day long. Him and El Nini look good together. Like you were just saying, it allowed Partey to not have to spend so much time defending. He was able to get involved in the attack going forward. I can't say enough about El Nini. He looked like he belonged out there. He looked like he had read all this shit being talked about him on Twitter and was like, okay, I'll show you up. The Egyptian Pirlo showed up today. Just passing,
he's
did it
great
all.
With the ball at his feet. Occasionally when they I'd say maybe 15 minutes total did Man U even try to like kind of pressure the ball.
Right. They came out
and when they did, like they kind of shifted over, tried to get on El Nini because, you know, on the pitch, I guess he's the one that you want to try to like, man, El Nini wasn't tripping, man.
No.
He was receiving balls. Hey, throwing little like fakes on people to get open to find the guy moving forward. Moving forward.
Sick. I can't say enough about El Nini today. He looked good and tremendous stamina. I mean, he ran and late in the game. He was like an isolation presser by himself. He made Luke Shaw like lose the ball, and he was just pressing him by himself late in the game. I know we're jumping ahead, but I mean, the stamina, the running.
That's when I posted that Twitter thing was because I mean, I don't know if people, I mean, I know it sounds real nerdy, like, but like, I don't know if people understand how important, like, just that one moment was for Arsenal.
Right. Late in the game.
Man U had started kind of trying to put pressure on us, and they were like finally starting to stack some guys forward. And like, of all people, El Nini came jumping out of the middle and chased the ball down for like 4 players.
Right.
He chased it down on everybody, and somebody made a mistake and gave the ball away.
Exactly.
And it bought us like 3 more minutes on the clock.
Oh, yeah, it was late in the game. Everybody was tired. And my point was, this fool was running around doing shit late.
Yes.
You know, late. But anyway, El Nini played a hell of a game. Who else? I thought we had we attacked in the first half and we defended.
I tell you, the guys
we defended.
That played good. I thought Tierney had a good game. I thought the whole left side had a pretty damn good game. You know, I guess actually left side, I'm not going to say Aubameyang had a bad game. He didn't have a bad game. He was part of the whole creativity part of it or whatever. He didn't have he didn't have one of them, you know, like blazing games or anything like that.
Right.
But Tierney, Saka, and Gabriel all over there on that left side were pretty flawless today.
Oh, yeah. No, Saka in the first half looked tremendous. I mean, you know, passing, moving, dribbling, getting out of little jams, 1-2s with Abba and Tierney. The only bad thing he did, he missed that header. But, you know, I forgive him. I mean, he had a great first half. Tierney looks good. I mean, yeah, the whole team and all. Even Bellerin. I mean, Bellerin, tremendous crosses. All match. He played great.
For like the first 20 minutes, I was like, Bellerin seems like he's a little off his game, man. He gave the ball away like twice or something like that. A couple things happened, and I was like, but then he just quickly just settled right in and started delivering balls. He definitely gave us like our like most serious deliveries that for chances.
The one to Saka in the late, you know, in the first half, he missed a free header, but it was right on his head.
He crossed the one to Abba that Abba just didn't get on the end of.
So yeah, I thought our whole team played great, or we were solid on both sides. You know, it wasn't just us defending. You know, we were actually like creating chances, and we basically controlled the first half easily away at Old Troutmouth. So. You know, a lot of shit talking on Arteta. He's got to go, but for big games, you know, we defend, and we always have a shot in most of these big matches we play in.
Yeah,
and you know, you remember how it used to be in big matches. You know, late in his career, you know, sometimes we would just get ran. You know, 8-2 or, you know, huge losses. But I'm not worried about that anymore. You know. I'm not.
Hey, I mean, you know
I'm really not.
I do see a consistency about Arteta that he's, you know, like I was surprised when they said that first clean sheet since the first game of the season for Arsenal.
Right.
But I think defensively goals against were like pretty high on the table.
We're one of the best. We're one of the like top 5, top 3.
I mean, we give up. We give up
league,
one sometimes. We give up maybe 2 sometimes. But like, man, we don't let things get out of hand no more. I think we made some great choices. Partey and Gabriel
Oh
are
man,
just a lockdown.
I forgot
position.
about Gabriel. Man, what a game!
Oh, let's have a little fun real quick.
What a
So my
game!
boy Holden. Once
Solid.
again, I'm going to say it's another situation.
I've always liked
him,
Holden.
him and Luis give you something different between the two of them.
Right.
But I'm going to even say going forward, like Holden doesn't hurt you.
No.
You know, he doesn't pick out a big, long, beautiful pass like Luis does necessarily. But if you play a 1-2 game and you want it like, hey, go ahead and make a run, Holding. Like, I mean, he's
technical.
Dangerous, you know?
He's not your brute center back. He's got a little technique to him. I've always kind of liked him. He just got injuries and started losing his hair and stuff. But for the most part, you know, he was solid.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't stand out like Gabriel. I mean, geez,
I know.
This guy that he made a challenge in the second half when he was on a second yellow. I mean, he was on a yellow, excuse me. I'm not talking about the one he could have maybe got the yellow card. It was a little before that. But the guy was in a box. It was a last-ditch tackle. He got all balled. I was like, look at this motherfucker.
Well,
he jerked a knot. I mean, he
kind of almost got took. Like he kind of like stumbled his feet for a second.
Right.
And then he got back into place, and I didn't think it was him because the guy got back so fast, and I was like, who was that?
But he dove in.
That's Gabriel.
He dove in a last-ditch attempt, and he got the ball, and it just went out for a corner, and I was like, wow, dude, be careful.
I thought both center backs, even though they had maybe a stumble or two during the game, they both recovered really well, when something could have happened, especially when – I mean, you know what? I mean, I'm not going to say it was to a T, but I mean, this feels like the reverse of the Man City Arsenal game just passed.
Yeah, only difference is we created a little more chances than Man U, but no, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
It was they look like us these last few weeks. You know, just really couldn't get going.
It was definitely kind of a tactic thing. Like he told his team,
right,
don't get caught. So he just
the only time
their team sat back,
right. The only time he unleashed them was right at the start of the second half. You could tell they really came on. They tried to get they looked like like you said, that 10-minute spell right after halftime. It's like he gave them the green light to come at us, and when it didn't work and we regained control over the game, I mean, it was
yeah.
Easy.
We were slightly overwhelmed for like a couple minutes, and then some. We quickly gained control, and we put a sustained attack together.
Smooth sailing
a little while, and it just kind of made Man U sit back on their heels again.
Yep, smooth sailing until about the last 5 minutes of the game when they really, last ditch effort. But all in all, I'm shocked, really, because I didn't think we were going to come out and like really try to. I mean, we really didn't go all out, but we created some chances. There was some quick passing, some move. You know what I mean? We look like ourselves kind of, and we combine that with a solid defensive performance. Mm-hmm. And you have to give Arteta a lot of credit for having them ready for that match.
Yep. And
even the tactics he deployed late in the game. With the 6 in the back, packing it in, and I'm not used to that. I would much rather us, maybe try to push on and maybe try to get a second goal. But I get it. But it's stressful.
Eric, of course, these are the things that we do.
It was stressful.
It's going to be an attack.
Must go forward. But other than that, I mean, who else? I mean, what you got? The penalty. I couldn't watch. I punked out. I couldn't watch it. But I saw the replay. Cool, calm. Nice.
No problem.
Nice finish.
Hey, you gotta adjust your hips. That's what I was just like, hey man, you show one thing and you adjust.
Right. So was it that was a penalty. That was a penalty. What about the the second yellow? Was it a second yellow on Gabriel?
I don't think so.
You're a savage. Not at all.
I mean, I could see what they were doing. I actually was at first I was wondering, like, man, was it bad? Was it bad? But when they showed the replay, I was like, I'm okay with no call there.
Okay, I would have. I thought it was definitely going to be a penalty. I would or a
Come
foul,
on, Eric.
a
Come
foul,
on.
whatever. Was it in the box? I don't even remember.
Yeah, it was in the box.
Oh wow! Man, that's all they score is penalties. So
Yeah,
I
right.
thought for sure he was going to get that, and plus it was Mike Dean. But I mean, he gave so many stupid, ridiculous yellow cards in the first half. You know, he kind of boxed himself in a corner, like what are
Yeah.
you doing? Just let a lot of that shit go, and then maybe he would have called that a second yellow and a
Yeah.
penalty. But either way, I thought Gabriel was tremendous. Yeah, he played great. The whole team really. I can't
You know what?
even Laka.
Leno played great.
He didn't have much to do, but he didn't have much to do.
He
but
didn't
yeah,
have a lot to do, but at least he didn't have any like, oh shit, he scared the shit
Here
out
we
of
go.
me there moments.
Here we go. He made good decisions all game long.
Yeah.
And that's my only knock on him.
You know, really to point out the good decisions basically boils down to just a couple situations where when they passed it back to him, he had a little pressure and he made the decision.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm going to clear this ball out. I'll just clear it out for now.
Exactly. He came out when he was supposed to and get the ball, though 1 or 2 times I was like, man, come get the ball. You know what I mean? But you know, for the most part, this is my only knock against him. People get mad. People want to cry when you talk about Leno. Is his decision making. You know, and you know, he did good today. So I'm gonna give him credit and leave him alone. You know, I'm not gonna go off on him.
They have a tough time accepting that his decision making is it's representative in the choice of his haircut. So if you really take a look at him, he looks like a 15-year-old heading to the sock hop this Friday.
Who said sock hop?
He just got his shit like really cleaned up real quick.
Right.
A little floppy top on the top, you know.
Right. But that's they call that the German bowl. You know what I mean? I don't know. If I knew how to say bowl in German, that would be sick.
Heighten Titan. Heighten Titan.
Right. Some shit like that. Exactly. Mo belongs, fool. That's what I put. Mo belongs.
Yeah.
He belongs. Excuse me. Nigga, just coughed right in the mic. Like what, son? But
I got one.
Oh, no. I want to talk about this guy. We could talk about this, and then you could hit me up.
I bet you're about to say what I was about to say. Go ahead.
Okay, so Willian starts over Pepe, and everybody, you know, it's 50-50. He's right down the middle. You like him or you don't. Let me tell you the reasons why I like Willian over Pepe. When he plays with the team, it looks like he's trying to incorporate himself with what's going on the pitch with everybody. He's moving around, he's doing a lot of shit, and sometimes it doesn't come off, but he's involved. Whereas Pepe is, he's out on his own island, kind of doing his own thing. And it always just takes. Now with Pepe, clearly more talented, clearly. But it's just like with him, you're just sitting around and you're waiting on a moment of brilliance by himself in isolation with what's going on with everybody else. Whereas Willian is involved. He's not as good as Pepe, but he's just.
Well, you know, it's a trip like there's times and I'm like, you know what, Pepe's like a better athlete for sure. Willian's older too now.
Right.
But there's times when I'm like, I know Pepe is faster than him. So, right, that means that he probably could have got to that ball or chased that defender down, right? But that's really not the case to his game. And when I'm watching Willian, even though he might be a step slower, he does he will chase a guy down that has the ball. He will run into position, and like you said, he plays with everybody. Right. He laid the pass off to Bellerin to throw that cross over to Aubameyang. Like he's the one who played 2-man game, and I mean I will say it's probably him that has really given Bellerin a lot of comfort. And Bellerin seems to be the Bellerin is playing. Look, hey, I'm not an old time Arsenal fan like some of everybody else that is out there on Twitter, but as long as I've been watching,
he's
Bellerin
come a long
is
way.
playing out of his mind.
He's come a long way. Yeah,
he's come so far, dude.
He was always my whipping boy. Remember, I just wanted him to be more aggressive. Clearly, he's got all the talent in the world. Can dribble. He's fast, and you just want him to get to that byline a little more often. Take on that. Take on the defense and try to go for it. And he might not be doing that, but he's making beautiful crosses. He's involved in the play, and sometimes you even see him way inside, like narrow, kind of getting the ball and doing shit. So no, tremendous game. But
I really say, man, he feels the game really well right now. Like you see him receive balls, right? And if you see where the defense is going, Bellerin often makes the choice to go like a different way. Like he finds little holes to slide into. He seems to be judging well when somebody's going to put a tackle on with him. He seems to be figuring out whether he can get by that guy or not, and he's just playing great, man.
Tremendous. Now, if we could just get him to eat meat again, get off that vegan diet, because there was a few incidences throughout the game where Pogba was on him, like for throw-ins.
Yes,
and it was just like, whoa, that's a mismatch.
Yes,
jeez. Oh, but back to Pepe.
Yeah,
Europa League, baby. That's your play. That's where you help us. Yeah. That's where you can shine. You can be out on the island against some of those sorry ass teams we're about to play that nobody's ever heard of. You can have a moment of brilliance by yourself and win us a Europa League match. That could be his role. I just think when during the league or in the Premiership. I just don't think he's on his own island, and I don't get it. Like maybe he just doesn't understand like what's going on with the tactics and how we're trying to play. But to me, I just think Willian kind of fits in with what's going on, with the tactics.
Yeah, And
but hey,
to me, Willian is 2-footed.
He missed that chance. Yep.
Yeah, you can kind of plug him out there and not have to worry about him. I think he's a coach's dream, kind of like the dude's a professional. He knows where to go. He knows how to play this game. I don't have to worry about him too much.
No,
and I can leave him out there and let him do his thing,
So,
so the guy I was going to bring up.
Okay, yeah.
Was your boy, Laka.
Laka.
He's such a strange character, dude.
Only one foul today, though.
Picked up that yellow early, though. He picked it up early.
Did he?
I think it was first half.
I knew he.
Look, here he goes again.
I said the over/under on fouls was 3, and he got that one in the first 10 minutes. But that's the only one he got, I think.
Well, I know the ref was thinking about another one at one point. He was looking hard, and he let him slide.
Right. But go ahead. Laka is a trip, like I said.
He drew a couple too.
Yeah.
One of them down there by the box and shit. And like he's just a trip. But also like I did watch him like go back and take the ball off of somebody way back down the pitch.
Right. He loves it. He loves it, dude. Like I said,
he's doing shit. He is doing shit.
Right.
He's just not doing what strikers do.
Right. When he made the sub, when he brought in Nkita for him, I was like, okay, Nkita, it's late in the game. We don't need another goal. We need you to track back like Laka does.
Yep.
But yeah, Laka loves to put in a challenge. Rough and tumble, falling all on the ground, beat up. But I really didn't have too many bad things to say about Laka today.
No. I mean, hey, I do admire his hustle, man. He's out there. He's trying hard.
I'm gonna see our schedule. Go ahead.
I think we're finally getting a relief, right?
What do you mean?
Well, we had three of the big clubs like in 4 weeks or something, and now I think we should be getting like a little breather,
Okay, so let's see. We play Molde on Thursday. That's a Norwegian side.
Okay.
Ollie Gunnar used to coach them before he got the Man U job. And then we got to play. Okay, so yeah, there's another little break. We play on Thursday and then we don't play again. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's the 8th. So then we got Aston Villa, which has been struggling lately. Damn, my lighting is tripping.
Kind of struggling.
Well, yeah, they tried to come back today.
You
late.
saw that shit?
Yeah. And then we got Leeds. And then we got Molde again. And then we got Wolves. So, yeah, we got a nice little break. I mean, that Leeds, I mean, you know, they score a lot of goals.
A pushover anymore.
No,
in the Premier League.
No, it's very exciting. The league is going to be very exciting. It's good to see teams like Aston Villa and Everton come back to reality.
Yeah.
And where are we at right now?
Although at the expense of Southampton, they're running.
Oh, I know. So we're sitting 9th. Liverpool was first with 16 points, and we're on 12. So we're right in the thick of it, hanging tough.
There's a ton of teams in that range. So
yeah, Liverpool, Tottenham, Everton, Southampton, Wolves, Chelsea, Liverpool, Aston Villa, Leicester, and Arsenal. So you take out Everton, Southampton, Wolves, Aston Villa, Leicester, and it looks like it's going to be Liverpool, Tottenham, Chelsea, and Arsenal. Anyway, who gives a shit? Tremendous day. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I think we covered everything.
Yeah, pretty much, man. I mean, I'm assuming, like always, people that are watching, I'm sure they watch the game too. So if they got any comments or anything like that, man, let us know. You guys see our little you guys see our Twitter handles down there below our screens, and
nobody participates, dude.
Give us a shout out, like my boy All Dash Out Dash. Attack.
Oh, you know who's
that's my homie, and then we also got our other homie, Callie Gooner.
Callie Gooner's sick. He's always got good shit. He's a good follow on Twitter. I think it's OG Gooner, dude. I forget his name. Let me look.
Yeah, OG Gooner.
He's the sickest. Because when we were gone for a while, like we were gone for like what 2 years or something like that. The day we came back, he tweeted, he's like, "Glad to have you guys back." But anyway.
That warms my heart.
It was good times. Good times. So 1-0 win. We're looking good. Look, last week. You hear me? Last week I was a mess. Look at me now. We're looking tremendous. We're on our way. Arteta's the man. Hey, party fool. His positioning, all around, all action, rough and tumble. What's the chant again, Fitz? Go ahead and bust it out one last time while we get out of here.
We have party. Everybody singing.
Peace.
Listen to the music on the radio.
Twisting, turning. That's a penalty, is it? No, he's still going. Oh, how about that? How about that?
Thank you for tuning into Caught in Two Minds. Please head on over to iTunes to subscribe, rate, and review. All feedback is much appreciated. And be sure to follow us on Twitter at CITM Podcasts, at Gooner Rush, and at eMarshall Comedy. The music of this podcast is brought to you by Statics. If you like what you hear, please head on over to staticsmusic.com and be sure to follow them on Twitter and Instagram at Statics Music. That's STATX Music. Peace. Look at you, grooving and shit. Here you come.